way to Sudbury. We have, we're leaving home here, and we have 3 stops. We have 17 pallets, and it's headed to Sudbury, Ontario, North Bay, Ontario, and Ottawa, Ontario, our nation's capital. See if I can get this into our GPS here. Come on, Karen, help me out. I want to Sudbury. No, not Grunthal. What do you want? Stop dinging at me. There we go. All the way to Sudbury. I'm just going to see how long this is going to be. We got to go through Ontario. Can't go through the US. We don't got any stops in the US. Come on now. We got 2 days to get there. Come on, Karen. Come on, Karen. So lazy, man. Waking her up all, you know. It's 1,687 kilometers. That's 24 hours of driving, it says. So we got 2 full days ahead of us. All day today and all day tomorrow. And I have to stop in at Dryden, Ontario at Walmart to get sheets for the bed. Because I ripped my other sheets because I'm an aggressive sleeper, apparently. I always rip the sheets off the mattress while I'm sleeping, and they wear out quickly and they just rip. I don't know what's going on. It's like I turn into a werewolf in the middle of the night and just tear everything up. Okay, so glad you guys are here. I spent 2 days at home, and once again, we got no home time footage. And if you want to see more home time videos, let me know down below in the comments section. I know I've been hearing from a lot of you that you would like that, and I've been meaning to film more at home. We've got a lot of stuff going on right now, and life is always crazy. Life is always crazy. We're always going to have lots of stuff going on. But we got the weasel with us today. Sleeping on my blanket because there's no sheet under there. It's a privilege, Diesel. That's a brand new, well, brand new washed blanket. It's not brand new, it's just washed. Enjoy it, buddy. A couple hours down the road, we'll be in Dryden, and I'll stop at the Walmart. They got truck parking there, and hopefully they got sheets. Why wouldn't they have sheets? It's Walmart. Well, the day cleared up. It seemed like it was gonna rain before. We're getting close to Ontario, and usually the weather comes this way. I can see it behind me, so I'm guessing it'll probably catch up to me overnight and be raining in the morning. I don't know if this guy knows it or not, but that red Porsche or whatever that was on the bottom there, and that Mercedes, their bumpers are bumping. Judging by the car on the back, on the top here, I don't think he cares. That bottom car looks brand new, or pretty new, but all the other ones kind of look like no one really cares if they're going to get more damage in transport, you know? So we've just begun. Like I said, not even out of Manitoba yet. We're going to be driving late into the night, and we lose an hour because we hit Eastern time zone between Dryden and Wawa, I believe. We'll be taking 17 all the way through because it's summertime, the weather's good, and there's more passing lanes. We're pretty light. I'm sitting at a gross weight of probably about 70,000, 65, 70,000 pounds, so I'm pretty light compared to everyone else. I'll be able to pass by most people in the passing lanes. Everything looks good though. We got a clean shot all the way to Sudbury. You know, before you know it, the snow's going to be falling. I hate going through northern Ontario in the snow. You go through like 3 gallons of washer fluid a day. You got people driving through there who, you know, have never driven truck before, but there they are driving truck. And there they are in the ditch. And there they are blocking the whole road. You know, that's wintertime up here. Well, I have a story to tell you. I stepped out of the truck for 1 minute. 1 minute, and I'm going to just preface this story by telling you that I only have 1 key for this truck. Alright, you might know where this is going. They haven't given me a spare key. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to get on them and pressure them for this. Because I stepped outside, I closed the door, and somebody very furry, somebody, we're just going to say some weasel locked me out. He locked me out and then he refused to open the door again. I even gave him permission to jump up on the door to press the unlock button the way he pressed the lock button. But no, the weasel thought he was in trouble, so he went and laid down on the floor in the sleeper and wouldn't come out of the sleeper, because he knew he was bad. So I was locked out. And this reminds me why I have to have a spare key. I really don't know why I don't, but I'm gonna get one made. I don't care. I need a spare key that I have in like one of those magnetic key holders hidden outside the truck. I always have one, but for this truck I haven't gotten one yet. And it's been freaking me out that exactly this would happen. So I'm sitting there in a little rest area, and I realize I'm locked out. And lo and behold, 2 Filipino truck drivers from Steinbach, my hometown, pull in for a break. So I say, okay, thank God, because my phone was practically dead, all right? So my phone was dead, I was in the middle of nowhere, and I was locked out of my truck. Good thing it wasn't cold out. But these 2 really nice Filipino guys who were driving team pulled in, and they helped me get back into the truck with a hanger. And they spent an hour there out of their time on their e-log helping me. Nicest guys I've met in a long time. They refused to take any payment or any money afterwards. They refused to take anything for it. All they wanted to do was help. And they went right to work. And you know what? They got my door open because somebody didn't want to help. And somebody locked me out. So I know everybody's shaking their head exactly why you need a spare key outside the truck, right? That's exactly what I was afraid of. So we've got to go and get a key cut ASAP. I just don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to go get a key cut for this truck. It's not my truck. But at the same time, I don't want to get locked out of the truck again. I'll have to call in tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's Sunday. I'm gonna have to call in whenever they're open next, on Monday, and ask them, like, can I go get a key cut? Like, I got locked out, and I got lucky that those 2 guys were there and willing to help. And there was lots of other drivers who pulled in, laughed a little bit, chuckled, or even came to see what we were doing, and then just left. The one guy pulled in, looked, he's like, that's why I have a spare key outside the truck, and then drove away. Yes, I know that. I know that didn't help anything, but thanks. These guys are helping. Yeah, because it took more than one person to work. Anyways, a big thank you. Their names were Brian and Jamal. And they're from Steinbach. Thank you guys very much. I don't know if you watched my videos or not. You didn't mention anything about it while we were there, so I assume not, but thank you. I really appreciated it. It saved me and helped me in my time of need. So I plan to pay it forward, and next time someone else needs my help on the side of the road, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna help them. And I'm gonna remember Brian and Jamal, how they, without question, they didn't even question, they didn't even hesitate. They just came over and started helping. And they didn't leave until the job was done. So you know what, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna pay it forward. So we haven't even made it that far yet. We're just into Ontario. I'm an hour behind what I was already behind. I'm already running a little bit later than I wanted to. And now hey, it could have been a lot worse. Everybody could have just drove by laughing. Brian and Jamal, they didn't drive by laughing. They saw somebody who needed help and they were there. You know what? People, we need to be more like that. Remember when everybody used to be like that? What happened to us? The world needs more Brian and Jamals. It's amazing how much you appreciate the help when you're in a stressful time of need. I mean, I was out in the middle of nowhere, no cell phone. It could have been bad. It could have been the middle of winter. Thank God it wasn't. I would have been okay. I could have just walked somewhere, but it would have been hours to get anywhere. And there's wildlife all around here, and I could have been, I don't know. Just wanted to share that story with you. Really made my day. And maybe by telling you guys the story, maybe you'll help me pay it forward too, to other people. When you see someone in need, don't just drive by, don't just keep walking. Stop and see if you can help. What is this? Water falling from the sky. What do you think the first humans thought to themselves when they experienced the first rainfall? What do you think they were thinking? Like just water just magically falling from the heavens. It's crazy, right? No wonder they had all this mythology and stuff like that. It's amazing though how the entire Earth is created in perfect balance. Everything, right from the moon to the ocean tides, everything's in perfect balance. Even the solar eclipses, or a lunar eclipse or whatever, when the moon perfectly fits in front of the sun, just perfectly. Everything is in just such perfect harmony and balance in this world. Except us humans. We're the one thing on this planet that isn't in balance. I'm not hating on us humans either, I'm not one of those people, but it's kind of interesting, right? We're the only creatures on this earth, really, that seem to not belong here. It's like this world isn't our home or something. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that driving through northern Ontario here in the summertime is beautiful. I love coming through here in the summertime. But as I said before, winter's not as fun. How many of you drive through here all the time? I come through here maybe a couple of times a month. Any more than that, and I think I would be a ball of anxiety more than I am already. There's the Dryden paper mill, stinking uptown with their paper. Wonder what kind of paper they make. Do they make all kinds of paper? Do they make certain paper? What kind of paper are you making, Dryden? That plant there provides jobs for most of the town here. Or a lot of the town, maybe not most, but a lot. I don't know why it's way out here. Middle of nowhere. Guess once back in the past, somebody thought this would be a good spot. This is very remote, very in the middle of nowhere. It will be very difficult to get our paper to our customers. Let's build it here. I like a challenge. Now we got roads and stuff, but I mean, I don't know how the settlers first got here. I know there's like a lake right nearby. I don't know, they probably followed the rivers, I'm guessing, right? I don't know. For some reason they thought this would be a great place to make paper. Can you guys see? We're here at the corner of 102 and 17 in Thunder Bay, or just before Thunder Bay. And this is where I'm gonna stop for the night. I'm tired, and I need to fill up my washer fluid apparently. Let's see if we can find a spot here. Looks like there's a lot of people here already. Well, I had what felt like a nap. I like sleeping way too much, I think. But the 8 hours are up, and in Canada, I can start moving again. So, we're in Canada, and I shall start moving again. We need to get to Sudbury tonight. We're in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and we got about 10 to 12 hours of driving, depending on traffic and conditions, so it is what it is. I need socks. Oh, where's my socks? So there's another new day. They just keep rolling around. This is a Canadian truck stop. We just got pumps. We don't actually got a stop. We just got pumps. Card lock is what they call it. They used to be very common. Not so much anymore. Not so much. Petro-Canada's really picked up the pace on their truck stops. And, you know, since Flying J, like I said, since Flying J came up here and started competing in the freight market in Canada, it's forced these other truck stops that have been up here for my whole life and longer, like the better part of a century, to actually, you know, spend the money into updating their facilities and competing with Flying J. Flying J came in from the US with a lot of money. and a lot of know-how. They know what works, they know what drivers like, and they know how to get drivers into their stores. So they came up here and took over the market. And what happened was Petro-Canada and Husky, which is now Esso, they completely revamped their entire business model for the most part. Completely renovated all of their stores across Canada and the US, and Petro-Canada's been expanding like crazy too, building big, nice, beautiful truck stops, paved parking, painted lines to compete with Flying J. So because of Flying J coming up here, we have a much broader range of truck stops to stop at now because there's better competition. And that's what I like about the free market. It's better. You do the best, and if you're the best, you'll get my business. And if you want to be the best, you got to outdo the best. And if you do, well, then you got my business. Okay, because I just want to go to the place that's the nicest. So we've actually been making huge strides in the last decade up here to make things better for truckers. And trucking has got a lot easier and a lot better in Canada because of it. So it's a good thing, good thing. I'm still getting some sleeps out of my eyes here and stuff, but it's time to end this vlog here because we need to begin the next vlog. I hope you guys join me tomorrow. We're going to be driving from Thunder Bay here all the way to Sudbury, Ontario. 1,032 kilometers, about 650 miles through the Ontario wilderness. Should be fun. See you then. My truck's already dinging at me. She wants to go.